All right, happy Monday. I got like 10 minutes before I get back on the road, so story time. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope you guys have, planned your week right. And we starting off right. We starting off very good so far. All right, so Saturday night, I got off work a little early. I went to go see my man out in Summers Point. It's like 11:30, 11:45 at night. Driving on Summers Point on Route 9, I make a right at the McDonald's. Take that street all the way up. I'm going a little fast. I'm going like 40, 45 maybe 40. I'm getting like a block or two away from my man's crib, and I see a car getting like just on my ass, like out of nowhere, like just. So I hit the brakes. I'm not even thinking there's a cop. I just hit the brakes. Like I hit the brakes because I was pulling up to the apartment complex. As soon as I hit the brakes, woo! Red and blue lights come on. Okay, no problem. I pulled over. I had my wallet on me. So I took my license out. I took the registration out of the car. Turned the overhead lights on. I rolled all the windows down. And these motherfucking windows in this car not even tinted right now. In my other car, I had 5% tint all around. These shits is brand. So I put the windows all the way down, overhead light. Sitting just like this. Officer walks up to my window, looks at my shirt. Like I said, I just got off work. Security. He says, "Oh, security, whoa." Just like that. I swear to God. I said, this motherfucker, you trying to be funny? So, he's like, "Yeah, license, registration, insurance, please." And I said, "Yeah, no problem, officer." He's like, "Well, call me officer." He's like, "My name is Mark." I said, "Okay, cool, no problem, Mark. Going a little too fast?" Just a little bit. No bullshit. That's how the conversation, that's how everything was going. So I give him my license and the registration. Registration was good. My license, I told him I had paid last week to renew my license, so I'm just waiting for my my updated license to come in the mail. But I have the confirmation, I have everything in the email. He's like, "All right, no problem, cool." I give him the license, I give him the registration. Insurance I thought was in the glove box, so I say to him, "Officer, do you mind," or Mark, "do you mind if I go into the glove box and grab it?" He's like, "Yeah, go ahead. Thank you for asking. Go ahead." Go in the glove box. I can't find the insurance, so I'm shuffling through papers. I find 2018 insurance, 2017, nothing for this year. So I'm like, fuck. So I give him, I told him what's going on and everything like that, and he was like, "Look, no problem. Like, I'm just gonna go run just to see if everything's well. But if everything's fine, then you'll be on your way." Like, he was like, he told me, he was like, normally if you have all these, expired and older years of older cards of insurance and like registration cards and things like that, he like, it's got to be in there somewhere. So I was like, "Yeah, Mark, yeah, it's got to be in there. Let me keep looking for it." So he's like, so he goes in my car. He goes in his car. When he gets in his car, I already know he's running my license, checking to see if I got, seeing my points, if I got a warrant. He's running the registration of the car, finding out if it's got. He's finding out everything while he's in the car. That's why it's kind of like people. You try a lot of cops. A lot of times they already know all the fucking information, or they just go on the fucking dispatch. They're gonna find your shit. So you can't lie to a cop about certain things like that. So while he's in the back, I'm still sitting here. Just waiting, whatever. I'm texting my man like, "Yo, man, these motherfuckers got me." So, so normally, back when I was a cop in the city, when you had a car stop, there was while one officer is running your name, running your tag and all that shit, there will be other officers, in the cut kind of, but like peeking inside the car. That way they could just, keep eyes on everything that's going on. You can't hide nothing. You can't do nothing. Like if a cop missed it. So I'm still sitting here, the cop's in his car, and I want to assume that there was another officer watching me. I don't know. I saw a second car pull up, but I don't know if. So as I'm sitting here, I'm still trying to find the insurance card. I'm doing all this shit. A lot of movement. And I wasn't really thinking about it at the time, just because, you know, that situation with the initial officer was going so smooth that I just wasn't really. But that situation could have went way left, and I'm gonna get into it in a little bit when I finish the story. But I end up finding the insurance card. The officer comes back, you know, I give it to him, and he's like, "Thank you, man, I appreciate it." And he's like, "Look, wherever you're going, just slow down and take it easy." I said, "Officer, I'm just going right up the street. I'm just going right up the street. Thank you for everything." He's like, "Look, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, be safe." I said, "Officer, thank you. You be safe as well. Happy holidays to you and yours." And that was that. The whole interaction from the time he pulled me over from the time I drove off, maybe like 10 minutes. If that, 10 minutes. Now, this is where this whole situation could, like, because I hate when people be like, "Oh, if you would have just complied, nothing bad could have happened." You should. It's not just about complying, man. It's not just about complying. You have to trust that the officer that pulls you over or that you're dealing with that day is able to separate, you know, bullshit from home and workplace. That he's not having a bad day and he's gonna take it out on you. You still gotta trust that you're gonna deal with an officer, no matter how compliant you are. Like I said, I was being compliant. I know how all this shit goes. But I still, in the back of my mind, I knew for a fact, all this moving around and shit, looking for around, I could have got my head blown the fuck off. Or it could have been, "What the fuck? Let me see your hand. Stop moving. Get out the car. We told you once to stop. Let me see." I'm just looking for my insurance. It's a lot. It's a lot for police officers. It's a lot for civilians that maybe they do not know, you know, how to deal with certain situations, or they're not used to being pulled over or dealing with police. So it's just kind of like, and then you get cops who, like the cop that pulled me over, he was great. And I could tell he was experienced. I could tell, you know, that he trusted his shit. He trusted his shit. He was a canine cop too, so you already know that. Like, so it was like, I'd rather deal with a cop like that. That you're gonna get me, you're gonna communicate with me. There's gonna be a decent rapport, or this and that, and you're not gonna give me a hard time over some shit because it's like, bro, I can't help that you didn't get no pussy this morning. So don't take that shit out on me if you're getting mad, like, because that happens. There's a lot of police officers like that, and we see it all the time. We see racist cops. We see cops who got fucking anger problems, who got no business being on the road, policing anything, because they don't know how to deal with the public. It's not just complying. It's not just about complying. It goes both ways as far as, yeah, us as civilians, as people, we gotta know our shit. We gotta know our law. We gotta know the shit that, you know, the small things that that turn into big things that get us jammed up, such as jaywalking, and like, you gotta learn your shit. Because there's a lot of cops that do not know their shit, and they take shit personal, and they go off emotions and things like that. And when you dealing with a cop that's going off emotions and things like that, and when they get their fucking feelings hurt, boom, or they gonna beat you the fuck up. No bullshit. I'm not lying. You don't want to deal with a nervous ass, sensitive, punk ass cop that, you know, they never been in a fight until they became a cop. You don't want to deal with that. Not all cops are bad. Not all cops are racist. Not all cops are fucking scumbag. I know a lot of cops. I work with a lot of cops. I'm still friends with a lot of cops. Doesn't mean they are. There's a lot of bitch ass cops. There's a lot of racist cops. You gotta pick and choose, but it's the same way. You can't put everybody in the same, you know, in the same, whatever, fucking bucket, side. Well, I don't want to say bucket. You know what I mean? But you can't do that. Just like when they say, "Oh, all Mexicans do this," or "all black." What? How are you gonna? No, not all Mexicans are fucking rapists or whatever Trump said. Not all black people and Spanish people are out robbing, selling drugs, shooting people. No. It has to go both ways. I'm gonna end this shit because I'm hungry as hell. Shout out to weak ass Wawa. These motherfuckers love Wawa. What do these YouTubers say? Like, subscribe, share. You see that little bell on the top? When you see that, that means I'm gonna drop a new video or some shit. I don't know. It means something like that. But for real, if you follow my Instagram, nrivera9123, my Twitter, same thing. Support me. I'm growing this shit out. You know, my podcast. This YouTube page is gonna consist of a lot of videos like this. If you see me cooking on Facebook and Instagram, I'm gonna be putting detailed recipes on here. I'm gonna be cooking up. You know, I'm trying to get together with my boys on the dirt bikes, you know, the car scenes. I'm trying to do a lot, especially for the 609, Summers Point, AC, the Ville. I'm trying to do this shit. I'm trying to do it. So, if you guys like this video, I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, share it. Whatever you guys got to do, just keep showing the support and love, baby. Y'all have a good day. Happy Monday.